What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about 9 different crypto mining stocks in this video. If that sounds good to you, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I'll tell you what coins I'm going over, and then we'll get into it, okay? I say coins, I'm sorry, stocks. C-Zar gets crypto, right? I'm a crypto guy. Here we are talking about crypto stocks. Btcm for Jack on the Box, Marathon and CleanSpark for Cow, Btct for Navi, Btct for Cashies, Canaan, Cipher, Hood, and Wolf for Justin Bird. I realize that not all of these are crypto mining stocks, but they are, if not crypto mining stocks, crypto mining adjacent, right? So I feel like they all deserve to be in this video, right? If there's some stocks that you're like, those aren't crypto miners, yes, I'm aware of that. But let's get started. Okay, so from a high to a low on a monthly perspective on BTCM here. Wrestling between your 236 and your 069. Okay, so you're condemned in this range here. Nice to see. Coming off of the lows, so you probably do come up to the highs. I believe you've got a date with Destiny above $5 for sure. You're at $3.90 now. That's a confident answer, to say the least, right? Weekly RSI looks good. Price action looks good. Phenomenal week that you had last week. Decent volume too. I know it doesn't look that much, but it's because of this volume over here. It's being eclipsed, but it actually is above average volume. You can see. Let's see. Looking at the high to low here. You got your 618. You've kind of found resistance here before. Let's look at the daily. Let's see. Yeah, you're a little overbought. Moving up higher, yes. Daily closes higher, but less volume. And you tipped your 618. I wouldn't be surprised if you pull back a little bit. Yeah. But just a little bit. You're at 390. The lowest you would go, I think, is $3 itself, but I think you really have a chance of holding 352. So you probably move down a little bit. Ultimately, I think you are working your way back above $5. And genuinely, I think you're probably on your way up to like $10, $16, something like that. If not by the end of January, by the end of April, I would think you're up there. So, you know, given that time, BTCM. Marathon is the next one. Marathon Holdings, more like Marathon Minings. From a high to a low here, you are wrestling with the 618 and the 0.5. Man, whenever it comes time to break this, you're going to see a nice move to $41, $57, somewhere in that range. You're at 26 now, so it's going to be great. When that happens, though, is probably not this week, because it does look like you've rejected your overbought zone on the weekly basis. That's not normally a good thing, so you probably do come down and form a higher low. I would expect something around $20, $21. You're at 26 now. Just looking at the price, 21 to $20. Daily RSI. Hold on. Yeah, the daily could come down a little bit. I think it does. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, $21, $22. I like that. I like that price. Yeah, you're at 26 now. You've got prices like above $50 on the horizon. They're coming your way. But first, immediately before Christmas, probably over this next week, we'll drop down to like $20, $22, somewhere in that range. Marathon. CleanSpark. I like the daily. Wow. Why do I want to call this one to move up? I feel like it should move down with the rest of them. But why do I want to call on this one to move up? You know, it was back here. It was moving up at times where the rest of the stocks were moving down. It was doing that before. And we've seen that with IREN too. I just have a hard time. If you're at $14.97 and you drop, I could see that. Okay, maybe you drop down to like $13, maybe $13.30, something like that. I have a hard time believing you go below these lows. You've worked so hard to build support off of this area of resistance that you had. You're on the 123 daily moving average. I just have a hard time believing you go too much lower. You might see. I feel wrong saying this, but I'm not going to go against what I see in the charts. I think CleanSpark moves up, man. $19 to $22. You're at $15 now. If you move down, it's going to be negligible compared to the growth you're going to see. Like at the most, maybe move down like $1.50 from here, $1.70 from here at the most. But you're going to move up to $19.40, $21.75 soon. I mean, if you don't do it over the next week or two, instead of like everything else moving down, maybe you just consolidate still, and then you keep moving up. But I think the next target to approach would not be a downside target. It would be an upside target. 20 to 22 bucks would be my guess. You're at 15 bucks now. If you move down, $1.70 at the most, right? Not the price, just like $1.70 from here. It's like 13.30, 13.20, something like that, right? CleanSpark. And then obviously I think it's got a lot more growth to go after that, right? I think we're going to see CleanSpark by the end of this move, which could be by the end of December, if not by the end of January. I think you'll see this thing being worth anywhere from $33.50 to $49.50, somewhere in that range. Maybe even probably even above 50 bucks. Actually, is my thoughts. But that's CleanSpark. Some people might be like, "Why are you saying above 50? This says 49.49." CleanSpark likes this 1618, and it actually likes to go just above it, so probably above 50. That's why. Btct is the next one. Bit Digital here. This one too looks like it wants to move up, huh? Okay, so that's kind of nice. That makes me feel less crazy about CleanSpark. I mean, maybe it moves. If it were to move down, the lowest you're at 488. The lowest you'd move to is not even $1 below where you're at now. So if you move down, like CleanSpark, bare minimum, not a lot at all. But you're on the precipice of moving up. You're on the precipice of breaking out. I think really the more appropriate targets to focus on would be 710 to 1038, and you're at 488 now. So, and absolutely, you've been consolidating this long. I don't think you're gonna break out just to get to $7.10. I think you will see 1038, if not higher. You know, there's $14, $21 targets on there. That would make sense as well. So, yeah. Over time, right? Not end of the year predictions. You know, maybe this is like end of the year, end of January predictions. This stuff would probably take longer to form, but yeah, you probably do move up over time. But I have a hard time calling for you to go down right now. 3 hour looks fine, daily RSI looks fine, and the weekly's great. You're in great posturing to keep moving up, man. And your price action itself, I mean, if anything, it would say again that you could move down maybe like $1 from here, maybe, but not even quite $1, right? So BTBT looking good, which I was not expecting. Btct is the next one for cashies. Let's see here. Shout out to cashies on that. BTC Digital. Wow, what a move. What a move you had about a month ago. 953% up. I wonder what happened there. Cashies, unfortunately, I can't really do TA on something like this. I'll do my best, my friend, but I can't do TA on something like this. It's kind of hard to do. You know, you could find support right here. You could genuinely find support at $9.93. You might pull all the way back down and find support at $6. If we take the relative low to the relative high, you know, just below that $9.93 area is $8.47. That's your $3.82. It wouldn't really make sense to find support at $5.95 because that's your 0.5, but sometimes that happens. I don't think on a move like this, I don't think you pull all the way back to your 61869. I would more assume this 382. So the fact that it comes right between these two lines that I identified with my eyes instead of using the fibs, I like that. And oftentimes you do go just below your 382. So 847, you probably go just below there. Let's call for $8. You're at 1050 now, probably $8. And then do you move higher? Sure. I don't know I don't know. Let's go for that projection. After we find your low, let's project up from there. But for now, lower is all I gotta say. Confident in that, yeah. BTCT. Interesting though. Interesting volume. Interesting move. Generally, whenever you see things like this, it doesn't stop there. It will continue to grow afterwards. But how much is the question, and when? When? Probably by the end of the year, it'll start to grow again. I bet you find your low to this probably within the next week or two. And then you start moving up. Week or two, you find your low in the next week or two. That doesn't mean after a week or two, now you're up here. No, it means you find your low in the next week or two, and then you start building from there, right? It could be several weeks afterwards that you finally get above that high, right? Or maybe you find your low and then you're just moving sideways and then slowly move up. You know, like what? Like it doesn't have to be this overnight thing just because you find your low. It can be. You could find your low this week and then boom, it's overnight, you know, but don't expect that. It's better to be pleasantly surprised than it is to be disappointed on your expectations. Canaan. Wow, beautiful move. 35% to end the week. Nice volume. Beautiful. 43% overall on the week. Nice volume, buddy. Looking good, yeah. Okay. Let's see here. High to low. I'm going to take this low, not the fake out low. 382, yeah, okay, so you're at 304 right now, $3.04. You're very hot on the weekly RSI. In fact, that's actually the hottest readings you've ever seen in your life. No, but very close to it. The last time you were that hot on the RSI, which you're very close to, you were up here. You continue to press on, but you're basically at your cycle highs right there, right? I think you do press on from here. I don't think that you're anywhere near your cycle highs, but you could consolidate for months soon. Daily RSI also getting hot. I think you do continue. You're at $3.04 now. I think you get to about 340, 350, maybe even as high as $4, man. Something between 340 and $4. Top off there, and then you probably start that multi-month consolidation phase back down to like $2 or below $2. Is it a good time to buy now? No. If you're planning on buying and then selling at 340 or higher, okay, sure. Maybe it's a good time to buy. You want to take a 10% move? Okay, sure. Maybe. If you can snag this price. It's probably a better time to wait and then buy later is my thoughts. But yeah, Canaan probably going to move up above 340. Probably maybe as high as $4 even. We'll see. But that looking good for sure. Coming to the end of its ropes, but looking good. And I definitely think it has higher to go. Like, I don't think the cycle for it's over by any means. Cipher is the next one. Cipher. Let's see here. Pretty overbought on the weekly. I actually like this look a lot. I like that look a lot on the weekly RSI. High to low. Come on now. There you go. 786 harsh rejections, man. These 786 rejections are no joke, you guys. That's actually a nice. The fact that you didn't even hit your 0.5, that's a kind rejection there. Crowding it now though, yeah, you're gonna move up probably to your 886 where you found resistance here, where you found support a bunch right here, and it's $10.10, very psychological level of resistance. 711, you're gonna go to 1010 soon, buddy. Yeah, daily RSI looks good. Weekly RSI looks good. Ooh, I might take it back. Yeah. Okay, so you might go down a little bit, actually. I'm wrong. I think you actually do go down. Volume, increasing in volume, spikes in volume, right? Bouncing off your 50 at the relative highs of this range, but you didn't go anywhere. You look more like you're finding resistance. If I'm wrong in what I'm about to say, then hopefully to start the week you do move up. If you can move up above these highs, then I'm wrong in what I'm about to say. But if I'm right in what I'm about to say, then what you're probably going to do is you're going to move down. You're going to go below these lows. You'll probably go back down to $5 or lower, but probably not lower. I bet you probably hold support around $5. Just below $5 is what my guess would be. Probably around $4.80 to $5 is where I think you're going to go. I could be wrong. Everything that I was saying about the upside, it's still on. It's just not right now. Maybe after Christmas or the week of Christmas and then on. That's my thoughts. $4.89 to $5. That's where I think you go for Cipher. Hood is the next one. I've never heard of Hood before. Oh, I actually have heard of Hood. Justin Bird, you got me on this one, man. We're going to talk about Hood, even though it has really nothing to do with crypto mining stocks at all. Got me on this one, that's for sure. But that's okay. We'll throw it in there because I said we would. Let's see, high to low. High to low here. Above the 618, golden retracement. I really like this move overall. Yeah, man, Robinhood's going to do really well, you guys. Robinhood is one of the first American exchanges that, it is the first stock exchange, I think, that ever allowed you to trade cryptos. That was legal. To be completely fair, back in the days, guys, there was this exchange called Bitfox that you could leverage trade, buy, and do. You could do stocks and everything. They got shut down. The SEC wasn't having any of that, but it might not be the first exchange to sell cryptos, but it's the first like legal exchange to do it, right? And being that this is a very big crypto cycle, they hold a lot of crypto, man. They hold a lot of Dogecoin, a lot of Bitcoin Cash, a lot of Bitcoin, a lot of Ethereum, a lot of coins that matter. That are like top performing coins and top dogs in the market. They hold those. So if Robinhood is a custodian of these coins that are growing in value, it's actually a pretty good assumption that Robinhood grows in value too, alongside with crypto. That's my thoughts personally, but daily RSI is living and breathing just fine, man. You're unstoppable. This is so rare. So very rare. You don't see this happen often. I think like this, right? You're probably waiting on this. So you're like slowly moving up. You're probably going to get a big drop down and then you'll move up. I bet you do pull back all the way down to your 618. You're at 41.67. You probably pull sorry, that was loud. All the way back down to 32 bucks, 33 bucks, somewhere in that zone. Is it this week? Is it next week? Do you do some of this more and then you drop? Do you just do it this week? I don't know, but you're probably going to get something like this here pretty soon, right? A quick drop down. I think to the 618 makes sense to me. So something around 33 to 32 bucks. Yeah, hood. And then moving up from there, where are you going to stop? I mean, I don't know, man. You're not stopping apparently. You're not till 49 to 63 bucks, somewhere in there, if even. You're on a moon mission. You actually look kind of parabolic. And with these parabolic structures, it's very common on your moves down to have them be quick and you just keep moving up. Because parabolic structures, they just like slowly move up over time, but it's exponential. So as it goes, it just like, it feels like this long drawn out process that just gets more extreme day by day, week by week. It does with these extreme drops along the way. But, and that's like that's the most extreme one, but there's, that's somewhat extreme. That's not that extreme. I don't know. It might not be parabolic, but it kind of has that look, but not really. Wolf. Terawulf here. I want to say it's moving down. Yeah, okay, cool. Definitely moving down. I like this, actually, the daily. You probably come back down to about 532. Let's see if we can agree with that through other means. 541 at the 786, yeah. I could see that. Previous area of resistance right there. Previous areas of resistance going back in time here, right? I put a line right here on these areas of resistance. Boom, right there. 539. It's not 532, but it's pretty close. I like it. I don't think we need to think about this too hard, right? You got your 1414, 1272 area of resistance. Pull back to your 886, 786, pretty common to do. Normally you look for the 886 to 100 level. So I will be fair. Let's just say you could pull back to 650 to 590, somewhere in that zone. But if you break 590, likely you're going to go to about 540. And I think you do go to 540. That's my personal opinion, but that looks the most right as far as like price action goes. But I got nothing else to say, guys. If you like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Oh, I forgot to mention bearish divergence on the weekly, which formed basically at 540, 530. So probably go back down there. But that's it. Okay, bye-bye.